Okay, welcome back to our tutorial on Edmodo. This video goes hand in hand with a previous video which was all about how to create and manage folders in Edmodo. What I want to talk about now is exactly how your students can then access folders and what that's going to look like. So this is a fairly short video, but you can see I'm back at the login screen and I'm actually logging in with my student profile. And if you've seen previous videos, you might know that I use this profile to show teachers what the view of a student looks like. And just as a quick thing, just because I think it might have been a couple of videos since we've seen this, you can see some of the information that students are actually privileged to see. You can see that there's bits and pieces that have come in, comments on things that have been made by the teacher, and they can see things like that, and that's a really great way for sharing ideas as a class. You can see in this case here, this is a science worksheet which I created in a previous video, and that's been turned in by the student and they're waiting for a grade at the moment. But then if you come up here, you can see, for this particular one, this novel essay, which I turned in another video, it's been graded. It tells when that happened. It also provides that grade, and they can actually then click on that and they can have a look at their assessment sheet if you've attached that. There's another video about assessment and how you can upload those files, but this is essentially what the student might see. Here is your draft, they can open that one up. Here's your assessment sheet, and people might remember I actually show how you can do that as a teacher. But today I want to talk about the folders section and just how that works and how you can direct your students to actually access content online. In this case, in my last video I created some English resources, so I'm going to be acting as an English student in this case, and I'm going to get my student to come across to the English class. Okay, so you've got to make sure that they're in the right class, and then what they can do is they can come up, and it's quite simple. They just click on folders like this. Okay, and here we are, English resources, which is the folder that I created in my last video. And when we open this one up, there are two resources in there that the student can actually look at and access, and they can click on those and download them. So this just goes to show how it can be valuable to use folders as a teacher, and what the student can actually benefit from that. Alternatively, if you were to put something on the wall, so we're back to the wall, I just clicked the home button, but if you put it on the wall, that's also fine. You can upload files onto the wall. However, it does disappear. Well, it doesn't disappear, but it moves further down the line. So this first message I put, welcome students, for example, if that had a file attached to it, the student wouldn't see that straight away, and they'd actually have to keep on scrolling down to find it. Whereas putting things in the folder means they're a lot more readily accessible. So I know as an English teacher, I put things like essay structure guides, tips and hints about just general practice, anything that they can access on a broader range, and it just makes it easier for them to find. So it's a really great way to enhance the learning in your classroom, and a really fantastic way to essentially make a real impact in terms of the availability of resources and support even when you're not online. So I'd really encourage using